of humor is so important, you know? It really is. And like I said, I'm not a Pollyanna. There are some other superhero tools that we can use. The attitude of gratitude is incredibly important. Just by saying thank you, we release all sorts of good chemicals into our brain and our body when we're stressed out at work or we're stressed out at home. The attitude of gratitude, just by saying thank you. Perseverance. Perseverance is huge. Perseverance is major, number 2 on the list when it comes to relieving stress. So positive attitude includes humor, right? Perseverance, as Gary Vaynerchuk says, perseverance gives us passion. Passion gives us push when everybody else drops off. I was fortunate a couple of years ago to do a TED Talk for 400 high school students in Toronto. And as you know, high school students can get pretty jaded. But I said to them, as you go out into the world, please never overlook or forget about the gifts that humor can give you. I said, humor has given me so many great gifts. Humor gave me some very funny parents. My dad was from Holland. My mom was from Guyana. I'm actually half Dutch, 1/4 Asian, 1/8 black, and 1/8 vodka. It's a perfect combination. But my parents grew up in some pretty unfunny times. My dad grew up during the Second World War, and Holland was bombed very badly. It was right next door to Germany. My dad and his siblings and my Oma and Opa, my grandmother and my grandfather, spent a lot of time underneath the basement stairs with kitchen pots over their heads. Oh boy. And that's exactly what it sounded like if they had phones back then. It's exactly. I planned that little special effect just so you could be in the moment. Just so you could feel the stress. Meanwhile, we're laughing, having a good time. It's a bomb scare. Oh, well, whatever, you know. But yeah, it was stressful back then because back then it wasn't a warning. It was something that was actually happening. They had German soldiers that were beating on their front door, looking to see if they were hiding somebody in the attic, looking to see if they were hiding bicycles in their attic. You couldn't hide bicycles in your house. And my Oma and Opa, they were tough nuts. They were hiding bicycles. They were hiding people in their house. Because you know what they say about the Dutch, right? Wooden head, wooden shoes, wouldn't listen. Right? They're like, take that. So my grandparents, during those stressful times, told a lot of funny stories to their kids just to sort of keep everyone distracted, to keep them smiling or laughing, or like I said, making fun of that German soldier who was banging on the door half an hour earlier. And as a result, my dad grew up with that Dutch sort of weird sense of humor. My mom grew up in Guyana, where there was a lot of poverty, and I always remember her saying that my grandmother never turned anybody away who came to the back door asking for food, even if she could just give them a cup of rice. But my grandmother and grandfather in Guyana were also very witty people. I think that's why my parents were attracted to each other, because they were both really funny people. But my mom was really the card. In fact, her friends said she got that humor from her parents, and they said that she could have been probably Carol Burnett if it was a different time, if she lived in a different country. So the power of humor also plays into perseverance, resilience, when we're trying to fight stress, relieving stress at work or at home.